Hey, what is up, Insomnia team? It is about 5 a.m. where I am at right now, and as I'm recording this, which is, this is just lunchtime for me, and so I wanted to post this quick video to give you guys a heads up. If you haven't heard about this, it may be something that perks your interest, it may not. But as you guys know, anything that pertains to space or the study of our planet or the outside of our planet, I've definitely got to comment on. And if you haven't heard about this yet, well, tomorrow, or well, technically today, Saturday, a gentleman, and not just any man, but a flat earther, as he likes to be called, is going to be launching himself in a homemade steam rocket. Apparently so that he can prove that the Earth is flat. Oh boy. But I digress. And so this flat Earth enthusiast, who claims not to believe in science, plans to launch himself 1,800 feet above California's Mojave Desert in a homemade steam rocket. The daredevil, who is a 61-year-old limo driver by the name of Mad Mike Hughes, built the rocket and its launch ramp himself for about $20,000. Had it actually been built by maybe a space agency, putting it upwards of $1 to $2 million. So whatever he did to save a pretty penny here, that's an amazing feat in and of itself. And so if all goes according to plan, the contraption will accelerate to a top speed of around 500 miles per hour. Or 800 kilometers per hour, and travel about 1 mile away from the launch site, where he will then make a parachute-aided touchdown. So according to the reports here, Hughes definitely buys into the flat Earth conspiracy theory. And indeed, the rocket's chief sponsor is a group called Research Flat Earth. Now, Saturday's liftoff won't get Hughes nearly high enough to gather any photographic evidence about our planet's shape, but such a mission may be in Mad Mike's future, because he and a collaborator have discussed building something called a raccoon, which is a rocket that launches after being carried up into the sky by a balloon. And if he goes through with that contraption, that could get up to an altitude of around 68 miles. And would obviously give him a much better view. In Mr. Hughes' refusal to accept the truth about Earth's shape, he says, quote, "I don't believe in science. I know about aerodynamics and fluid dynamics and how things move through the air, about the certain size of rocket nozzles and thrust. But that's not science, that's just a formula. There is no difference between science and science fiction." And so later today, the self-taught rocket scientist is going to launch himself over a ghost town that's called Amboy. And today is actually going to be the first test of the rocket and will also be the launch date, where he straps himself to the contraption in an attempt to see that it would actually work and hurl him across this ghost town with further plans down the line to actually launch in this other contraption with the balloon. And fun little fact, this will actually be the second time that he's constructed and launched a rocket, where on private property in Arizona back in 2014, he launched himself around 1,300 feet, afterwards collapsing on landing due to all the G-forces taking a toll on his body and needed around 3 days to recover. So this morning, during the launch, he's going to heat around 70 gallons of water in a stainless steel tank and then blast off between 2 and 3 p.m., hoping to reach an altitude of 1,800 feet before pulling 2 parachutes, and according to him, this will all be televised on his YouTube channel. The link, of course, I will put down below, so you guys, if you want to check it out, go ahead. As I've said before, the flat Earth conspiracy and theory, while, of course, I don't believe one bit of it, has nonetheless intrigued me. Just like many of the other crazy theories out there, some of them turn out to be true, some of them have crumbs of truth, others, turn out to be bunk. But I'm hoping he will actually go through with this, get the pictures he needs, so once and for all he can prove to himself and to the growing number of the thousands of people out there who are buying into this theory, and we can once and for all put it to bed. So I'll be watching it. You guys head over and check it out. And thank you all for stopping by today. So stay tuned, stay safe, hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, and I will see you all back in just a bit.